Hello, this is an impromptu video that I wanted to shoot talking about some of the challenges that I've had since transitioning to 80-10-10 or a low-fat raw vegan diet. So I wanted to do this video for a little bit and just haven't gotten around to it. I think I've noticed and some other people have mentioned not really hearing about a lot of the things that people struggle with when trying to transition to this lifestyle. They kind of hear more the positive aspects of it. And I think that's why some people can kind of get discouraged and end up quitting and not doing it anymore, because when they get to the point they're not kind of experiencing those positive things that they hear about from everybody else, then they figure it's not working for them and they don't really have that support, and so they end up stop doing it. I've been doing 80-10-10 since January. I'll say I've been trying to do it since January. I can't say that I follow every single thing yet. I haven't gotten to that point. So I was doing like really good, like you saw a video, you know, like I was talking about all the positive things that has happened, including like my vision has changed recently. So it's been good, you know, for the most part, but I have had some struggles that I'd like to talk about. So I would say in the past 2 to 4 weeks, somewhere around there, I've kind of been struggling with the aspect of kind of enjoying the food. Citrus is kind of like the really big thing, you know, during the winter, and I'm not really a big citrus person. You know, I'd rather be eating, you know, more of like the melons, the berries, grapes, plums, you know, different things like that. So the thing with me too is that I can't do bananas, and bananas are like, I think, what people really use to kind of get you through as a sweet fruit. And so since I haven't had that, I haven't really had anything sweet that I can rely on during the winter. So that's been like really hard for me. And so what I ended up doing was I started buying dried figs. So I think we, in general, kind of know dried food isn't the best for you, because I was like, I really want to stay raw. I really want to stay, you know, 80-10-10, you know, as much as possible. So I decided to go that route as opposed to, you know, totally going off course. And so I was eating them every single day, and I was eating like a good amount of them every single day. Like I was going to Costco, getting like the big pack, which I think is like 45 ounces, and I would go through those in like a few days. Helped me to enjoy the other foods, which therefore led to me getting all the calories that I need to get to where I'm now finally eating enough on this lifestyle. But unfortunately, of course, it had its drawbacks. So for me, like, I have to have sweet fruit just early in the day when I haven't had any other kind of fruit, that type of thing. And so I was kind of indulging in it, kind of eating them when I wanted to, so it just made for bad food combining, which then led to issues that I haven't had to deal with lately. I became dehydrated. I got bloated from the bad food combining. I mean, and just like my skin being really dry. And then my teeth, I've started to have some issues where I'm kind of feeling like I may have gotten a cavity. I'm not mad that I did it, you know, because I could have did worse. So, you know, I am dealing with the consequences of doing that. And it just shows me why I need to do what I was doing before and not veer off of it. But, you know, sometimes it happens. And I mean, that's kind of how it is. I really just I started like craving cooked food. I started craving cooked food, so what I started doing was like watching like the different cooking shows and stuff like that. I think in the beginning I was looking at the food and I was like, oh my goodness, that looks good. I'm so missing out. And then, but kind of also telling myself that I know good and well if I had the stuff in front of me, I wouldn't be able to eat it because it wouldn't taste right to me. But I was still like looking on it, kind of wanting it. And then that kind of went over to, okay, I don't want that stuff exactly. I want like the vegan version, you know. And so I was trying to think of where I could go. Could I go someplace and get like a vegan version I'd be willing to eat? And then it became more so of I was able to transition and say, hey, let me make a raw version of this, you know. And so it kind of sparked some creativity in the kitchen. You know, I was kind of sick of the mono meals, that kind of thing. But I was able to kind of put together stuff like nachos. It's not you know, the same as the traditional sad nachos, the standard American, you know, diet nachos, but you know, they were still good and satisfying, and I made like the spaghetti and, you know, different stuff like that I really enjoyed. The only bad thing too, like that came out with the spaghetti, was that I was eating dried tomatoes. Got some from the co-op. So I was unaware that that they're not all sun-dried. So they ended up not being sun-dried, so they weren't raw. So I can't say I'm 100% raw. And they also ended up having salt on them. So I thought like the co-op would be like really good about something like that, and they would list that it had salt as an ingredient. That I ended up getting inflammation that, you know, I haven't still even totally healed from, and that was like weeks ago. And I noticed kind of other little habits that kind of came from it too. I just kind of fell off with a lot of things. Because I'm watching all these cooking shows, I'm kind of watching TV more, which isn't something I normally do. And I did notice that when I was watching these TV shows, that's when I wanted to eat the figs and the dried food and stuff like that. Because I also kind of went to the raw section of the co-op and found some things that I was willing to kind of eat, that even though they weren't as great as fruit, because again, my body loves the water-rich foods. It doesn't really like the dried stuff anymore. So I found like some stuff that wasn't like too hard dry that I could eat, and I would notice I'd want to eat it when I was watching TV. And just noticing, you know, how that kind of bad habit of you're in front of the TV and you're eating. You know, if I'm watching TV, I'm not doing other things that I usually like to do that are more, you know, productive, and so that was kind of messing me up. I also was staying up late because I wasn't getting everything done in the day, which then also made me not get up early, which kind of throws off my whole day. So I wasn't doing yoga, I wasn't really working out, and then I wasn't really, because I wasn't getting my me time in the morning before my daughter woke up, I wasn't being really patient with her, and I was getting more frustrated with her, and it was just kind of setting up the whole day to kind of not go as good as it was before. And so I'm really trying to get back on track. Apple juice instead, and I've been using that as my sweet thing. Now I've been using it in my smoothies. I did mostly smoothies yesterday, and I totally can tell the difference from doing that. I totally can. Definitely getting hydrated again. A lot of the bloating has gone down tremendously, so I'm definitely getting better. And so I think I learned my lesson. I think it's important to it can be kind of frustrating to have setbacks, because I was doing so well and now I've kind of gone back, and that's kind of frustrating. But on the other hand, it just helps me to see why I was doing what I was doing. And I will mention elimination. You know, what's a video without talking about elimination? So I did get a little bit constipated during this period, and then also I was still able to go every day, but not as often, and it wasn't as easy. And then now, since, you know, even since yesterday, totally different. After every single smoothie, every single thing, a little bit that I ate yesterday, elimination. I just want to encourage anybody that may be kind of frustrated and, you know, with it, you know, having a challenge, maybe sometimes enjoying just the fruit, you kind of want something special, different things like that comes up. And I think I just want to say that's normal, and I think other people do go through it and struggle with it too. Please reach out to me if there's anything I can do to help any of you, because I really do, you know, really do embrace this lifestyle. I really do think it's great if you want to do it. So please comment below. Please send me a private message. I'm on Instagram posting pictures, you know, what I'm eating and stuff. Please go over there to look for help if that will help you. Email me, journeytoahealthieryou@gmail.com. Just please, you know, if there's anything I can do, please let me know. Alright, so I hope this video was helpful. I just wanted to kind of be as honest as I can be and share my experience in hopes of helping other people. So if you have any questions about anything or wondering about anything, please let me know. Alright, thanks for watching.